Hey there, Dr. Rob, the Honest Car Doctor here with Integral Auto Care, and this week's lesson is it's on how auto repair shop owners can work with transmission shops and how they really must work together with how crazy complex things are. So this is an actual case study we had in the shop. It was a Audi A6 with a very complex electrical problem, and here's the first lesson. So cars are so crazy complex that both transmission shops and auto repair shop owners have to work together. Case in point, this vehicle pulled into the transmission shop and the fluid was burnt. It had multiple codes present that all pointed to the transmission slipping and that it needed to be rebuilt. So the transmission shop went back to the customer and said, hey, your fluid's burnt, needs to be rebuilt. They took it apart, definitely was hammered. Usually transmissions go bad by clutches wearing out. I don't want to get too technical because these are like big picture lessons, but it's usually clutches burnt out, and those have to be replaced along with updates, things like that. Well, this one had actually broken components inside of it. Like this transmission was just being tough on itself. So they rebuilt it. Good guy, honest. I work with a lot of different transmission shops, and this guy's top notch. So they got it back in there, and guess what? It on the test drive, it drove out, went about 20 yards or so, and just would slam into what's called limp mode. So basically, the computer says, hey, I'm not reading things right here. There's a problem. Full line pressure. So the shifts are hard as possible, and then slams into limp mode. So like third gear or so, which is very hard on a transmission because think of a 10-speed bicycle in fourth gear starting out, but it basically is enough to limp you to the shop. So guy went back to the customer, says, hey, we got some electrical problems here. Codes coming up. They did their very best to try to fix it. But here's the lesson. Lesson number, second lesson, we'll call it. This guy was smart enough to say, hey, we've done a good job rebuilding the transmission. We've done a good job troubleshooting things, fixing some things, but this is turning into brain surgery. This is high level electrical problems that I know a guy that is actually car doctor, electrical specialist, has a degree in electronics. This is his specialty. So we're going to have to send it to him. Just like in the regular medical industry where you have the orthopedic surgeons, medical practitioners, things like that, they are very good at what they do. But when it comes to brain surgery and electrical, that's not what they do. That's highly specialized. So that transmission shop owner and I have a great enough relationship to where he brought it over to my shop. I started to do brain surgery on it. And here's another lesson. Always go after the basics first. So we test drove it. The engine computer had like 18 codes in it. Transmission had 3 codes in it. So, and they all pointed towards more electrical problems. So we went after the basics first, fix the electrical problems first. Did that. Engine ran a heck of a lot smoother. No codes in the engine computer anymore. Transmission computer had 3, only set 1 code that related to one of the speed sensors. So here's the third lesson. I started to drill down on that, and the wiring diagrams are wrong. The component locator on where this vehicle speed sensor was wrong. It's just even with all that information, things were not making sense. So I was smart enough to say, hey, even though I'm the car doctor, we specialize in this, I reached out for help with a tech support company. There's many out there, but one that I've really developed a good relationship with is Identifix. So I called the fellow car doctor and talked to him, and we consulted together. He helped point me in some experiences that he's had as a car doctor specialist with Audis. So that's another lesson: is don't be afraid to ask for help. Keep your customers in the loop, and they will appreciate the fact that you're asking for help. So he got me some really good things to do next, and I drilled down on it, and it was an electrical problem from the computer, which is underneath the car seat, all the way down to the transmission vehicle speed sensor. It was an electrical problem. So definitely brain surgery. We had to specifically take trim panels off, try to locate it. It was an open circuit, not a short. So we basically found the open circuit, repaired it, retest drove it, and it ran smooth, shifted properly, and we got the victory. So that's kind of the final lesson that I would like to say is that you know, there are times where you have to work with other shops. Like this guy, transmission shop, did his best, got that part running work right, sent it to us as the car doctor, the electrical doctors, which we specialize in, and then we ask for help too. So when all the shop owners work together, we fix the basics first, keep the customer updated what's going on, and logically continue troubleshooting towards the problem and make repairs and retest and fix. You can fix any problem no matter how complex it is. So once again, my goal for this video was to give you a behind the scenes look. Shop owners, transmission shop owners, techs, even customers, that today's cars are crazy complex and we all have to work together to get them working properly. So that's it. Dr. Rob, the car doctor with Integrity Auto Care, over and out. Until next time, take care.